Started live.
Right. Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Twirl Talks. Twirl Store, as you know, is a social enterprise, and we're focused on reducing cloth wastage. So we request you all send your unwanted clothing, fabrics to us, and you, as a customer, get points which you can redeem to buy new things from us. But with all the old clothes that we receive, we either donate it to those who need it or we upcycle it as a fabric to create new wonders out of it. So we make products in the range of bags, accessories, gift items, and all these get sold on our platform www.twirl.store and through other retail modes and in bulk orders also. But this entire work that we do of upcycling and reusing fabrics, it's all being done by the rural women and the slum women, thus giving them a source of livelihood. So we request you all to keep supporting us by sending us your unwanted clothes as well as buying our eco-friendly handcrafted upcycled products. Now at Twirl, we believe in spreading smiles. In fact, we measure our, rate of success, if you may call it, by the number of smiles we've been able to ensure. These are smiles on the faces of those whose lives we're able to touch, either by donating clothes to them, or the smiles we see on the faces of the women who we've been able to empower. But this also includes the smiles we see on the faces of our customers when they receive our unique Twirl product. But because at Twirl we care so much about keeping you happy, I felt today we needed to talk more about how we can all remain happy always. And why, it's important to talk about this today is the World Suicide Prevention Day. And though at Twirl we do not like to, talk about these negative, I'd say aspects, or we do not believe in giving gyan. Twirl Talks, as you know, is a platform where we have a very informal adda. But I think in today's day and age, we can simply avoid such situations if we do come out and talk about things. And so this leads me to inviting a very special guest, Piali Rai Palodi. She's a multi-talented person. She's a life coach, she's a trainer, she's also a consultant psychologist. And who better than her to really guide us through these difficult times so that, none of us feel the need to ever take any of these drastic steps ever again. So Piali, welcome to Twirl Talks. Thank you so much for joining us today. And, I'll just ask you one simple question. We all know that we're going through very stressful times right now. I mean, there's no denying it. But what are, the simple way we can all remain positive even when we are in stressful times?
Thank you, Sujata Di. It's my pleasure to be here, talking with you. You are always an inspiration for so many people, so many people. And since last 1.5 years, I know about you. You are a wonderful person, not only a wonderful person, a wonderful entrepreneur, an empowered lady. And as I know that you have empowered so many ladies, so many women in this society. So it's hats off to you. Hats off to you, Sujata Di, And while talking with you, I'm really feeling it's my pleasure to talk to you. Definitely, whatever you have asked right now, Sujata Di, say, I just want to say one thing. Anxiety or stress is something which we all everybody is having has some other time of life, so it's absolutely okay to have feeling low in life. It's absolutely okay to sometimes feel anxiety or stress. Yeah, sometimes it happens that the stress, this anxiety is become a turmoil, or it actually hamper your lifestyle, hamper your quality of life. In that case, there are very, very simple things which as a layman anybody can use. You don't have to be a very a person or hi-fi person to handle with that particular thing. what personally I believe is, one thing is exercise. Exercising is very, very important aspect of everybody's life. You know, whether women or men or youngsters or students or even old people, they must involve into at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes routine exercise regularly, because it helps us to, that release that endorphin hormone, which we psychologists call as a feel good hormone or a natural painkiller. Secondly, if you cannot go through exercise regularly, no problem. You can do deep breathing. Deep breathing simply anywhere, anybody can do. Simply just closing your eyes, whether you are standing or sitting, doesn't matter, and take deep breath inside and slowly out. 4 to 5 times can help you to instant release that particular stressful situation or anything which is hurting you that moment of time. Apart from these, there are so many others. One I particularly say to all my clients, and I'm just going to tell to here also, is crying. In our society, we do believe that the person who is going to cry is, feel covered, or they people must not cry in front of everybody. But what I personally believe is, crying is a very good way of releasing all the toxins from your body, releasing all the stress from your body. You don't have to cry in front of everybody. You can go to washroom, you can put the tap on, cry as much as possible, then wipe your tears, put some water and come out. So you will be relieved from that moment of time, that stress or anxiety. So everybody can do this particularly. Yes.
Thank
One
you
more
so
thing
much.
which one more thing, Aswatadi, which I always say to everybody, and since you are also involved into this, is being creative. Involving into something creative can also is a instant stress buster. Anything. It can be singing to craft work to drawing to painting to anything. But be creative and involve yourself into, sometimes take out some time from your life to be creative in your life, whatever you like. So these are few things which everybody can involve in.
Thanks so much, Piali. I think these are very, practical and, easy things that we really all can do. And also, thank you for your words of praise for me. But, I'd also like to say that, let me say that, as an entrepreneur, I also go through a lot of problems, and there are instances where especially in times like this, even I feel lost, and especially because I know that I am involved in the livelihoods of so many others around me. So it is but natural to feel insecure, to feel scared. And so, I'll take this opportunity to say it openly also, that, I feel it every day. And I think it's okay that I feel it every day. I also know,
Exactly.
I also work to get over it.
It's really, I must clap for you, Sujata Di, to saying it openly. Exactly, it is all okay to feel bad or sad, because it's also a part of life for everybody's life. So it's completely okay.
Uh, that actually leads me to my next question, Piali. Since we know
Yeah.
this is part of everybody's life, I mean,
Yes.
say I have a friend or a child I know who I can see, is suffering. They're not being able to handle it so well. What can I do or say to make them feel better without making them feel, that they need to, hide their feelings from me?
See, what I personally believe, there might be so many people, not only rather, in the family itself, or sometimes, it happens that your close friend is also going through so many difficult phases. So, in case you find out something wrong is going on with that particular person, or rather, let me tell you that how will you understand that something wrong is going on? Maybe you have understood that, but as a layman, for everybody, I'm just telling that there are few signs you all can understand. Sometimes, even if it is comes to a small child, they are not able to exhibit the signs also. Sometimes they are not able to speak out about themselves also. like you are talking about a small child. So there are few signs, general signs which everybody can understand. Okay, the signs can be, loss of appetite, sleep disturbances, the person is not having a regular proper sleep, disturb of sleep, and then the behavior, suddenly there is a change in the behavior. Either the person has become very rude, irritating, or the person has become very, very, close in the cocoon, what we called as. So any change in the behavior, any change in the walking style, the lifestyle the person was having, loss of appetite, even pain. Sujata, the pain is also a part of psychosomatic disorder. We all know it very well. So, if the person is prolonged complaining about some kind of pain, like you have headache or neck pain or shoulder pain or even body pain or indigestion, there must be somebody who should attain that person, whether the family member or friend or whoever. Most important thing how you can help out the person is to listen to the person. Many a times it happens that listening can solve half of the problem. We all know it very well, since we all are women and we all, have so many stressful situations. Many a times it happens, if the people will listen or somebody will listen to you, can solve your issues. So patient hearing or patient listening is very important if you want to help somebody. And the second thing is be there with the person, which I personally believe, this is my personal, be there with the person. Do not sympathize with the person, because most of the time it happens, we do sympathize, ahare and this and that word. This actually was
Make them feel worse.
yeah. So it's better to show empathy, that yes, I do understand your matter, and just speak out to me. And if the person will speak out, the person will able to, vent out all the pent up stress or anxiety, the person will feel release that moment of time. So what as a layman we can do is to patient hearing and put, paying an empathy to the person, to let the person speak out. These are the two things which we all can do, anybody can.
But while we are going to all try and look after ourselves and help those around us, what is the time when we should understand that now we need to reach out and take a professional help? Maybe go to someone like you who knows a little better than us how to handle these situations. So what should be the trigger point for that, when we actually reach out for help?
This is a very good question you have asked. Still we have a stigma in our society that we will not go to a professional, whoever is a professional, can be a psychiatrist, psychologist, counselor, anybody. Because, if I'll go outside, people will think I'm a mad or something. There is always a taboo or stigma about it.
Yeah.
The moment you find that things are prolonged more than 15 days to 1 month, same loss of appetite is going on, or you are having continuous pain in some part of the body, you are complaining, or your person is complaining about pain in the body, or sign of behavioral changes, irritation, lot of irritations, or anything which is changed, not having a sound sleep, it has to be continued from 15 days to 1 month. If it is more than 1 month, you definitely go and seek somebody's help. That simply means that you have tried all your methods and it is not able to work. It can be anything, but the most important thing, you must see the signs. These signs are very important, which generally anybody can see. Anybody can, it's a visible signs. And once you find that these signs are more than this particular time, please go and seek somebody. It is completely okay. Rather, everybody needs some friend, some life coach, some kind of counselor to help everybody. So counseling is completely okay, and we all need counseling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In some way or the other, we all need it. We like to call it by different names, but we all need it. So it's important, yes, that we all, remain alert. But I think, enough of the serious talk. Now let's, ask some fun questions. So I think, especially in times like this when we're not going to go out and, we can't meet our friends too often, or, do the things that we enjoy doing. Uh, in times like this, it's even more important to know where should we look for our daily dose of motivation. So Piali suggests us maybe movies or songs or books that, we can all look towards, especially at a time like this, and really feel good about ourselves and the world we live in.
Sure, there are so many books, so many songs are available. What I want to say to everybody, please go for a soothing song. Please go for a song which is kind of love's kind of song. It can be in any language, doesn't matter, which can help you instantly, release your things. And many a times it happens, Suyatadi, that, with love songs, with these kind of movies, love movies, or the movies which are we are having love stories, we able to connect with our feelings too. So we do have fantasize when we actually watch these kind of movies, we do have fantasize. So my instead of going into something very serious kind of, please go into light music, light movies, light books. So that will going to help. Anything, any language, anything you can go, but it has to be very lighter one, making you instant relief from that. It can be anything. It can be anything.
Great.
Yeah. Today's songs are little difficult, today's songs which nowadays, into trend, these are little difficult to digest itself. So I will not, prefer these songs, but definitely you can go to any, old songs, or even, the songs which we are having Kishore Kumar songs or Mohammad Rafi songs. These are very, very soothing songs too, or Bengali songs even.
So Piali, while I totally agree with you here, I think we may be the only ones who feel this way. I know a lot of those who have joined us and will be watching us will totally disagree on this and say those songs would probably put them to sleep and they will feel more motivated and alive by listening to the songs. But my point is, whatever works for you, do that. Whatever kind of music, whatever kind of song you like, please continue to do it, especially when you're feeling down. Please continue listening to it, or singing. As she said, being creative. Absolutely, be your own self.
Yes, completely agree with you, Suyatadi. Completely agree with you. Everybody is unique and everybody's choice is different. So definitely, whoever wants to go with anything, they can go. Definitely.
Right. So actually, we have had comments already in the chat that no, they like the old ones we're talking about too. So that's great to know. So Piali, one maybe motivational quote from you, since you are, a life coach and a motivational speaker, something motivating for our audience today.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to tell a story, a simple short story, and which will be motivating for everybody. It's a story about a child, a truth. I'm just want to share with everyone. It's a truth. A small child, he came back from his school and he told his parents that, my teacher has given me a homework that I should tell 10 people about that life is wonderful, life is painless, and I really love them. I should hug them, kiss them, and say all this. So the father said, okay, fine. Tomorrow we will go to a mall and you will meet 10 people and you can do so. So the next day, the child was very excited, very, very excited to go to a mall because, he wants to hug people and say all these things, the homework. But ultimately, it was started raining. The season is like that, a rainy season. So ultimately, it started raining. Father thought to drop the idea, but the child was very excited. So they went to the mall. They met with 9 people over there. And the child hugged the persons, kissed the persons. He said to them that, life is wonderful. You trust yourself and live your life painless. He said to them, and then he said, I love you. One person was missing. So while coming back home, he saw a house. It was all alone. Nobody was there in the house. So the child said to father, Papa, please give me a last chance. I'll want to go to this house and just finish my 10th person. Fine. So father agreed. He went to that home and he just put the calling bell. The person came out. The lady came out. And the same way, the child hugged that lady, kissed the lady, and said the same words to the lady. And all of a sudden, the lady started crying. So the father also saw this. He also went and said that, ma'am, do you need any help? And you know what the lady said? The lady said that, my husband has passed 10 days before and I'm all alone. I was waiting for people, but nobody came to help me out. Today, I was in a, dilemma and I was actually going to suicide. I was actually going to hang myself when all of a sudden I heard this calling bell. And this small child is saying me, kissing me and cuddling me, and he's saying me that life is painless, you enjoy your life. Now I am thinking that there is a reason for life. This is something which I said to everybody.
Lovely. What a lovely story, Piali, and such an appropriate day to hear this story. Let's not even talk or contemplate suicide, and we are totally with you. Piali is there from 12th store. We are always there. We are pledging in yellow that we are there. If you need to talk, if you need to engage, come and reach out to us. Be part of our journey. Help us do the work we do. Maybe that will make you feel better.
Exactly.
So that's an open offer from 12th store to everyone. And Piali, before we end the show today, it's been really nice talking to you. But before we end today, I'd just like to know, your message for 12th store or your message for 12 lovers.
Yes, exactly. 12 lovers, as I told to everybody, please do come. It's not only a store; it's a campaign of to reduce the cloth wastage. So please do come. Please do come. Help so many ladies, so many women who are actually into this, and that way we can empower the women also. And I was really touched, Sujata Di, today being here with you. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure. And I really thoroughly enjoyed.
Thank you so much, Piali. We have really enjoyed it too. And as you can see in the comments also, people are already getting motivated. And I'm sure, all the things that you have talked about, it's going to stay in our minds and, keep motivating us. And it's always good to know that we have a friend like you to reach out to whenever any of us need help.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. And for everybody who joined us on.
Thank you. Thank you, Sujata.
And for everybody who.
Yes, Sujata Di.
For everybody yes. For everybody who joined us today, thanks again. And please do keep joining in and listening to 12 Talks. And please do, as I said, keep connecting with us. While we go through this journey together, we can all be happy. And as I always say, together, we can all twirl to a better world.
Exactly. So love yourself, everybody. Just homework for everyone, Sujata Di. I just want to give.
Yes, of course.
Today, when everybody, those who are hearing me through Sujata ma'am's channel, please hear that today when you will go back home, please hug your family members, kiss your family members, and say you love them a lot. This will going to help everybody to be instant relief. Thank you, Sujata.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And those are beautiful, parting words. So let me also say it on behalf of 12. We love you all. Thank you.
Bye-bye.